Cinco Boone and Angelo, that's a heck of a ball club that there's a good chance we might see them again this year. And they're really physical at the point of attack. They run good offense. They guard you. They make everything tough. And we were, I think the biggest difference in the game, they really did a good job on the offensive glass. But when they got offensive rebounds, we were able to still guard another possession and not give up easy putbacks. And when you look up giving up 21 offensive rebounds, that could have easily been the case. And we did a good job, I think, fouling guys when they were going to get uncontested layups, making them earn the foul line there and deep. And I thought we just really played really good basketball for about 32 minutes. We went on a stretch there at the end of the first half where we didn't execute on both sides of the ball, didn't control the tempo like we wanted to, and it kind of trickled a little bit into that second half. But then, very quickly, these guys up here in our group just stayed with it and continued. Every possession we're trying to do the right things. They know what the right things are offensively and what we're trying to get. We try not to live on makes and misses, but to continue to get the shots that we want and continue to make the other team shoot the shots that we want. And we were able to do it long enough and longer than they did. But hats off to Cinco Boone, a good friend of mine, does an unbelievable job with that group, and they'll be ready to go next week in the regional.
You mentioned the offensive rebounds allowed. Defensively, you only let them convert those into 12 second chance points, and then I look up here, you have forced 20 Angelo State turnovers. You got 24 points on turnovers.
Yeah, we wanted the biggest thing, and we've kind of talked about it all week. In March, you got to control the paint, which they did today. But we wanted to make mistakes and do things aggressively. And I think that led to some of the turnovers, switching ball screens aggressively, coming over to help aggressively. Just everything that we do, if we're going to make a mistake, let's do it 100 miles an hour, not try to save anything for the tank. Obviously now we get a chance to play another game, but that's obviously not guaranteed in March. So just a hats off to these guys. Deontay might have been his best game in a Lion uniform on both sides of the ball. Obviously he gets 21 points, but I think defensively he was locked in and executed the game plan at a high level. And then to my right, we got Willie Rooks, first ever triple-double in the Lone Star Conference tournament. I was talking on the radio and people asked me what happened to Willie on Thursday, and he's been here so long that he understands that it's not about making and missing shots, but how we get our shots, how we play. A guy that plays that's not shooting the ball well or not being maybe on the stat sheet productive offensively on Thursday night, he stays in the game for 39 minutes because he knows exactly what we want to do and he executes both sides of the ball. So hats off to these guys, did a tremendous job.
Thank you, Coach. Willie, we'll start with you. I mean, obviously a triple-double, your thoughts on that? Those are numbers you normally associate with the next level up. You don't hear about in the college game. And when you get to a conference championship tournament, the competition's pretty stiff. That's a heck of an accomplishment. Your thoughts, and did you know guys say I'm not keeping track of stats. Did you know what had happened until it was over?
Cameron's shot was telling him he was 2 rebounds away. I did hear that out of the corner when I was trying to continue to coach the game.
They were feeding the ball.
They told me at the last minute, but first I want to thank my coaching staff and my teammates because I did have a bad game Thursday, but after the game, got back to the hotel room. Everybody was uplifting me, and then before the game, everybody was telling me to go out and play. And I don't get a triple-double if my teammates don't make shots, and I don't get the rebounds if my big men they don't box out. So credit to all my teammates and my coaching staff. It's a blessing. I want to thank God too. It's credit to my teammates because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have got a triple-double. So it was good.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you've been at Commerce a few years. You were with Coach Walker, made the transition to Coach came in 2 years. Okay, my bad then. Yeah. Let's focus on going to the championship game and the opportunity to be playing basketball next week as well.
Yeah, we just want the opportunity to play for a championship. That's all we ask for. We're gonna make it, make shots. We just gotta execute on both sides and stay locked in, and just stay together. That's the biggest thing. And if we do that, I'll live with the results.
Deontay, you have a team-high 21 points. You do that coming off the bench. Talk a little bit about your role and today's game, the way it played out. Coach made some very kind comments about your play today.
Well, I just want to first say, I want to give a shout out to everybody from Chicago, my family, personally.
Yeah.
And my mom. But I came to the game with the mindset of doing anything to win. That's just off back, like what's on my mind every time I step foot on the court. So like in the rectangle, it was just always whatever I could do to win. Tonight I wasn't really thinking about going in to like just score the ball, but every opportunity I got, I made sure I executed it the right way. And I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for Wish giving me the ball, you know what I'm saying, making good plays, you know, driving, kicking it to me and everything. But my teammates running the plays right. So,
And your coach for putting you in.
Coach figured it out, you know what I'm saying, the puzzle master, you know. But yeah, I just went out there and just played hard. Mainly, my thought process was defense, so I mean that kind of took me to offense and created some nice points for it.
Let's go right here.
Coach, you guys came out in somewhat of a full court press to begin the game, and in the first 10 minutes of the first half, you forced 5 turnovers and had a 7-point lead there at that halfway point. And then they fought back in. You come out in the second half, and in the first 10 minutes of the second half, you forced 6 more turnovers and take another 5-point lead that you held this time. Was there a defensive strategy coming into the game and at halftime?
Yeah, going into the game, what we didn't want to do as physical, like I said, as well as they execute offensively. We didn't want them to walk into our defense and us be flat-footed, so I wanted to just have our guys pick up a little bit, almost fake pressure, if you will, and try to just speed them up into running their actions and not be on our heels. But quickly got Reggie. He played 18 minutes, but he wasn't feeling great. And then you look down at our bench, and there's not a lot of guys to put in the game. So we wanted to, after we kind of set the tempo, I thought we could settle back in and kind of get back to what we do in the half court and just try to be solid.
Talk about ball movement. No, I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but there was a lot of assists on playing makes. 26 assists on 33 makes.
Yeah, so we only, which I didn't realize this during the game, but it felt like we shot more threes in the second half. We only shot 11 threes. We were able to really spread them out and get off the ball quick when you need to. They do a good job rotating defensively, but the ball obviously can move faster than people. And when we're taking an extra dribble when we should be off the ball, it makes our offense stagnant. And I thought in the second half, for the most part, the ball moved when it needed to, and then you got to make shots or you got to live with the results. And we were able to make enough shots. Obviously, shoot 54%, kind of getting a rhythm offensively. I think when everybody's touching the ball and it's moving, that's why you make shots, not because of who's shooting it, but it's the quality of shot that you get consistently. And then you make 1 or 2, and now kind of the floodgates open, and guys are stepping in with a lot of confidence, and guys are hitting guys in the shooting pocket, and they're making plays. I got a team full of guys that when their feet, Rodney Brown shot 2 threes tonight. He's shot 8 on the year, but when his feet, he knows, just like everyone else on the team knows, when their feet are, when they're set on the 3-point line and it's the right shot for our team, they need to let it fly. And like I've said multiple times, because I'm trying to hammer it home still to these guys, is we can't live on making and missing shots, but what shots we're getting, how we're getting them, and then the shot quality we're giving up on the other end. And if the shot quality is better for us than the other team, through the course of 40 minutes, you're gonna, win a lot more than you lose in that scenario.
Willie, with just one day in between the games, in your words, you said you had a bad game Thursday. Is that easier for you? I know you're motivated after because you felt you didn't have a good game. Was it easier with that quick turnaround to come out and really kind of show you're better than what you did on Thursday?
Yeah, I wish we could have played yesterday because I had too much time to think about it. Like I said, my teammates, credit to them. Like they just told me to keep playing. Even when I wasn't making shots, they still told me, keep shooting the ball, keep shooting the ball. So I was just being aggressive, and if I ain't had a shot, I just kick it to them. So just credit to them, and the coaching staff for believing in me, even when I'm not making shots, to keep me on the floor.
It's really good for our whole group, for our younger guys and anybody else that plays here in the future, that if you continue, if you let making and missing shots and your offensive performance dictate your body language and how you compete, then you're not going to play a lot. And he's come a long way in 2 years. If this game was his 10th game of his career with us, you'd have seen a different person on Thursday as far as his body language and being worried about what he was doing offensively. But credit to him sticking with it, like he said, teammates being connected and locked in. We're just excited to be here, man. Again, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to Angelo. They really roughed us up and made it tough, but these guys kept battling, and we're just excited for the opportunity to play on Sunday.
All right, congratulations, guys. Best of luck.
Thank you, guys. Go Lions.